afternoon, guys. It's 4:30 p.m. Today is September 14th and today is Tuesday, right? So let's start with the pre-market notes. So third day in a row, right of the open drive down. Third day in a row, overnight up move and RTH down move. Okay, so that's the pattern going on right now. This for today was a third day. Okay, and all 3 days new lows in ES and NQ. All 3 days price is making new lows from last 3 days and open drive down. Okay, so that is the pattern going on right now. Observation wise, tomorrow it may not happen, but I'm just saying, or it may happen. Here the story is second day today of observation, right? I want price to hold below these areas in NQ and ES for 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, in order for Friday sellers to be active, right? And today was the second day, so the 2 days are gone and price pretty much stayed below these areas, right? So now the question is, and Russell also below this area. So now the question is what price wants to do next, right? So considering this Friday is the OPEX day, we want to extend these 2 days further to Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, 3 more days, So ideally I want price to stay below 3 more days, even below this area, So that means as long as it is below, we can continue to favor shorts, And then we have to take it up intraday to see whether price goes above certain areas. Then we can take longs, above that area, so we will become neutral, right? But overall sellers are active below this area. You have to keep that in mind, at one point. So half of your mind you have to keep this thing stored somewhere in your mind, and then you have to day trade, right? So day trade you can take longs, but only from certain levels, right? The way I put the wording in the pre-market note, that above this area you can take longs, but only reactionary longs, So for example, for NQ above 400, let's say overnight or tomorrow, above 400, 390, yes, you can take reactionary long back to these areas and then exit, and then look for shorts, if during the day if you see something, then look for shorts, but let's say if internals are positive and AD is trending higher from that 400 to 450, then you're not supposed to short here. You can just bail out here and then wait, something like that. That's how you have to trade it now, both sides you have to keep it active, short term, long term, mid term, something like that. So above 68 buyers, right, may active, below 68 and 88 sellers, right? That is the in general theme. And then this is the area. Scalping is the only option if you want to trade level to level, right? And then below Globex low, ES may go down to 25, which 25 become the low of the day today. So first area is covered. Now tomorrow or overnight, look for these areas, if price further goes down or stays below 68, continue to stay below 68, or I want preferred option would be below 57, So now I'm bringing down this area, the more price goes down, I'm moving this area lower and lower, right? So initially it was 88, 68, right? Now for the short term, I want sellers to defend below 57, right? Then you will see this target getting hit. Same thing for NQ. We started from 600, then 450, and now I'm moving down to even 400, right? So every 50 point blocks I'm moving down, So those are the key areas for tomorrow, okay, for ES and NQ. So I covered tomorrow first today. Now going into the day, today is a lot to cover, so I'll be very quick and you can figure out all these things, why I have arrows all this here, both longs and shorts, right? So I'm not gonna explain everything, right? Overall theme was below 68 sellers are active, that's the first theme. But during the day time frame, considering overnight, we can't take a short at 68 below immediately, right? Assuming that pattern of going down of the open will continue, we can't assume that thing. Today could be a reversal day too, so you can't short it here, based on this news driven up move and strong breakout of the entire overnight. It would be wise choice to stick with long as long as price stays above this 57. That was the launching point of this move, and below 57 you can start shorting it. That is the overnight gives us an overview about that kind of stuff. So technically, below 68 sellers are active, but due to this move we have to give price some breathing room and let it prove it. So here price came down. When it went below 57, that's where you start shorting it. Till then you have to favor longs ideally. So then the first long opportunity was at 64, 62 area right here. It was a confluence area right here, right of the open. So unfortunately that did not work out, so I did not take it, but it's a valid trade, because it was AD was close to zero, momentum was still holding well, right? So nothing was wrong. You can take the trade here and assume today could be the reversal day, but I did not take it. Why? Because I didn't want to fade against it, because I knew that last 2 days were opening down move, right? And this was especially the news driven move. So if that is this news driven move is valid, right? In Discord I typed it, that 72 to 76 area, that's where a lot of sell volume is there, right? So if price is holding above this area, then buyers are there. But from last 2 days lesson learned, we don't want to be aggressive, buying right up here. We want to be conservative. We want price to come down, hold it, then we buy it. That's how it's supposed to be. Now, so we have to take lesson learned. So see, these things you can't buy at 62 now. Why? Because this is the seller's volume. Remember I mentioned in Discord early in the morning, and now price is trading below it. Maybe those sellers are active, who knows, right? And ideally if this breakout happened, price should have held above this Globex high and go higher. In that case we might have missed the trade today, because the location was gone. Price is trading here, I don't want to buy it here, right? So we will miss the day, there is no trading there. But here look at this, it just sliced through it, right? So that was the first sign. You don't want to buy it at 64 now, even though everything looks good here. You have to let it go, price to come down at 57, then you can buy it. And assuming this is a straight flush down into 57, price may get exhausted, which is right here. So when it came to 53, so 57, I did not buy it at even 57. I bought it at 53, at my level. So the way it was coming down, I said, you know what, let's wait for a pause here. If price pauses here, then I will buy it up. Otherwise I wait for my level, because Globex low was close by. So I said to myself, it's better to wait for 53, right? So you have to do all this thing in real time. Then I bought it at 53, right? Then price just sliced through it, right? Suddenly like in the same pattern, right? It was like going down. I was watching all the markets, and I didn't see any how would I say, I had a feeling that price may wants to bounce. Now don't ask me why I had that feeling. Some days I do get those feelings, and when I do get those feelings, the feeling supersedes whatever I am watching it. That means, and usually I am right, usually 90% of the time. So when this thing happened, I didn't see anything selling off, even though it was a good sell off. So you can only look for shorts after 57 was taken out, right? That is clear. But for me, the feeling was superseding my shorting stuff. So that means I was only looking for longs, unless price proves me that yes, sellers are in control. Till then I was planning to take longs, all the way up to this 43. So then I took this longs, right? So 57 I held it. Then here at 49. So and then the price went down close to yesterday's low, right, which is our bold area, and it bounced, right, and it was started balancing here, right, and then here in this area, right, it was holding below, momentum was holding below zero. AD stopped going down, right, it was neutral at that point in time, and price was chopping around above yesterday's low, right. So then my feeling again superseded and said, you know what, price wants to bounce now, bounce now, bounce now, at least back up to this, and then let it come down, then it will prove me, you know, that sellers are in control. So I bought it even in the middle, 49, you know. At the same time, I also put it a message in Discord, if someone wants to short, you can short at 51, 53 right here. That's why these shorts are there. So I did not take a short all the way up to 12 o'clock. So there is no short for me up to 12. I only took longs, you know, because of my feelings. But at the same time, so all the shorts were valid, you know. So you can take shorts also, but you have to manage it accordingly, you know. So my feeling versus the setups, right? So then I took a long here. I'm just explaining what I did, but ideally what you should do is no feelings, because you have to go with the flow, right, whatever you're saying it. So once you get to my stage, then yes, you can, you know, have those kind of feelings and trade it accordingly. Till then, just follow this. Strong momentum down, AD down, open right down, right, short it at the levels, stress, support and resistance, right. So here when it slices through it, immediately look for short into Globex low area, right, because now price wants to hold Globex low. You want sellers to hold below it, right, and then flush down, you hold your shorts, right, from here. So this is your first short. Price goes down, right, goes through yesterday's low pretty much, right, here. So you look for more shorts at yesterday's low, which is this, right, and then price again went down, you hold it. But now you want price to slice through it fast, go down, you know. You do not want price to balance, because here it already balanced it, right. Now it sliced through it. There is no point for a price to balance it here. If it does balancing, something is off, you have to consider, and then you have to bail out. So I was only taking longs, remember, right. So I was still holding these longs. Then it went down, right. Then I was thinking, man, I will get really screwed up. But then I said, you know, it's fine, because if it goes further down, I will buy more, because price did not prove it to me yet here, because I was looking for that pullback up. Remember, here I was looking for 62. Now since price went down, I was looking for 57 retest, you know, at least, or 53. And then if it gets rejection, I know sellers are in control, I will start shorting it. That was the idea. Okay, so I'm giving you my ideas too. So here I went again long, right. So and then price started going higher, you know, despite all this thing, it couldn't even hold below first hour low, you know. So this was the good opportunity, 44.75. That is what I typed in Discord, that mini time frames, smaller time frames, buyers are buying at 44.75, right. So all these longs, I had these 4 longs, you know, and then eventually price went to this area around 12 o'clock or so. So I built out everything at 53 and 57, 56 actually. So I was positive for all these 4 longs, you know. At the same time, you can short here too, right. So this is a valid short, but if you are reading in real time, you should know that buyers are from here, and here at this time in Discord I said 49. It has to hold above 49 in order for this buyers to keep control and break out above 53, 57, pause, and then chop and then go higher. That is what I wanted to see for buyers. Anything below 49, sellers will be active, you know. But here I build out all my longs, right. This long also I took it at 49, and I build out everything here. And then I said in Discord, between 12 to 2 do not trade. After 12 to 2 trade it, because with it, by looking at this, it basically messed up the day, you know. But here I put a screenshot in Discord that you can even short here too, you know, if you want to, because nothing is wrong. 57, remember this 57 right here, look at this VWAP confluence area also now, right. So sellers stepped in, but they have to prove it, right? Going below 49, they are proving it. From that point onwards, stick with shorts only, no more longs, simple. So if you are trading between 12 to 2, which I did not trade it, I said I will wait till 2 o'clock. So between 12 to 2, once this 49 was taken out, you can short right here, right, which is this 49, basically this mini low, right, this here, because by the time it was stepping down, like up down, smaller time frame, right? So if this 57 has to take over, it has to take out this smaller time frame step up pattern, and once it goes through it, most likely new low of the day, so here you can short it. When it comes to first hour low again, you have to scale, right, or bail out and look for another opportunity. Let price goes down further and then pull back, you short first hour low. So let price go down, pull back, you short because of momentum. It is now liquidation kind, stick with shorts. This was a perfect short, right? Then price goes first down to yesterday's low actually here, right? So here you bail out, right, considering there are so many buyers, they are defending, right? So it will, and the NQ was not able to go down below yesterday's low, blowback's low, so because of that you bail out and wait for another short opportunity to pop up. The moment price popped higher, right here, so this was a gray area actually, so here there was no clear-cut signal actually right here at 120 or so here, right? So only clear-cut signal was to wait for this bold support turn into R, which is this 150, right? In between it's a gray area, so that's why I didn't put any shorts here, right? So and then price went higher, touched here, right, this first hour low area again, and it was 2 p.m. right there, right? Remember I said 2 p.m. So now due to this mini step up pattern, right, you have two choices. Either you defend first hour low, but it could be also possibility that 2 p.m. onwards price continues to go higher due to this stepping up pattern, right? And in fact it was able to come up to the first hour low again, it may break out, right? So there is no blind short here at this bold support turn R, but you have to wait. Similar concept here, 49 broken, short, right? So similar here, this mini low 42, right? That was the area yesterday also it defended, day before yesterday here, see that, around 42, correct? So now you take this 42, right, and draw a line here in real time like this, right, and let price prove it to you. And the moment 2 o'clock, after 2 o'clock price went down, up, right, touched one more time low, flush down, you short right here, because now everything is lining up again to your short, favoring shorts. Momentum below, it is still liquidation kind, short here, make a wait for the new low of the day or pending target 25, right, 10, 15, all this thing. So this was a clear-cut trade which I took all the way to 25, and then you bail out here because of NQ, simple. Then price pushed higher, then wait for a pullback, right, which is this broken support. Since price sliced through into 25 bold area, right, so we are not supposed to take long here. Remember, even though it's a bold area and it did responded, right, but we are letting go all the longs due to the liquidation internals, right, and price is now below first hour range, right? So, and it is not exhausted properly. See, it's stepping down slowly. If it is exhausted straight like this, then yes. So here you wait for a short again, this resistance, support turn into resistance, short it and then go down, So, and that be all for ES. NQ you already know pretty much. I was with you throughout the day for NQ, all this level and shorts, so I don't have to repeat for the NQ. Now those of you who are not still in Discord, you can send me a request and I can add you to my Discord, so that way I don't have to explain everything during the end of day. Okay, and that be all for today.